Anyone who can hear my voice, just type 1 in the comment section. Just type 1 in the comment section. If you're hearing my voice. If you can hear my voice, I'd like you to just type 1 in the comment section. All right, where is the class? Where is the class? I don't really have so much time tonight. I just want to quickly share 1 or 2 things with you, and then I'm going to close the class immediately. Maybe I just spend a couple of minutes here. Okay. Now I was okay. All right, now this This AOI, this area of interest, which I call the dawn zones, are your most important part in technical analysis. The most important part in technical analysis. Okay, after you've identified, one of the first things you do, and that was where I started, when I started teaching technical analysis, is to know the beginning of a trend. To know the beginning of a trend. And there are two ways I've taught you to know that. Number one is your trend line. Number one is your P1, P2. I can actually tell you the trend of the market. And so you have your, so the area where you'll be looking after is your support and resistance. Just a moment. So the area you'll be looking at is your support and resistance, your trend line touches, or your trend line actually, your demand and supply zones, your Fibonacci retracement levels. Those are the areas where you'll be looking for the reversal candlesticks. Those candlesticks, except they are formed on your support and resistance, or they are formed at the trend line touches, or they are formed at the demand and supply zones, or they are formed at your Fibonacci retracement level, don't pay attention to them. They are not on your area of interest. You don't have to pay attention to them. And that was why the assignment on the first day we were doing reversal candlesticks was different from the first day. All I wanted you to do is to identify the occurrence candlesticks, the doji formations, or the variation of doji. My interest was just find them wherever they are formed. Just find them out for me and show me where they are formed. But on the following day, I said, find them on your AOI, on the dawn zones. Find them for me on your support and resistance, on your support or on your resistance. Find them for me on your trend line touch. Find them for me on your demand and supply zone. Find them for just find them for me on support and resistance. Find them for me on trend line touches or demand and supply zone. Just find them for me like that. That was what made this the assignment of the second day different from the one on the first day. We were talking about the reversal candlesticks. That makes it different. But then you were doing, a lot of you were doing the same thing. You were just identifying those doji formations. You just identifying them. You're not identifying them based on based on where they are formed. So it's not, you don't just trade reversal candlesticks. You trade them on AOIs, your area of interest, and your dawn zones. You trade them in those areas. Your dawn zones are your support and resistance, your trend lines, your demand and supply zones, your Fibonacci retracement level, and lots more. Okay, but for now, this will be our area of interest. This will be our our concentration, and that is what I want you to look at again tonight. So we're going to be switching to our chart and see a couple of examples, especially there's an example I just want to show you today. So let me quickly share my chart with you. Very, very brief because I need to be somewhere by 10 p.m. and we have just 3 minutes to 10. So let me see what I can do next 2, 3. Okay. All right. Now look at my screen here. Okay. Okay. Look at what happened today. Look at what happened today. So we have this trend line on my screen. You have the point one. This is good. Today we have your point one. Then we have your point two. You have your point two. Then you have where you are looking at, where your mind will be. Is your area where you want. Normally, is an upward trend line, so you expect a buy. You expect a buy and an upward trend line. Okay, you expect a buy, that temporary buy or okay. So when you're looking at that, that's 4 hours. I switched to my 1 hour time frame. On my 1 hour time frame, immediately at that spot, I found a doji. I found a doji here. A doji candlestick is formed here. You know, the doji candlestick is formed here, and that's very beautiful. So when it's formed here now, I'll be looking at, and I told you that when doji forms, it means neutrality. But it's also telling me that these red candlesticks that are coming out, their strength is getting exhausted. The energy is getting exhausted. The strength is getting exhausted here at this moment. So tell me, hey guy, get ready to buy. Get ready that this pullback or this downtrend is about to end with my area of interest. I have my AOI is here. This is my AOI. This side is my down zones. Is my down zone. Okay, is my down zone. Down zone, because it's where I'm expecting something to happen, and I've been waiting for it all night. Okay, and then this doji is formed, and I told you doji means neutrality. I may not take my decision exclusively because of doji. So what I do, I wait for another candle to form. So immediately this bullish candle form that literally engulfed this now. So my entry is going to be somewhere here at the end of the formation of this 1 hour candle. So I'll be taking my buy. I take my buy. When I take my buy there, my stop loss is below that swing. Then of course, and of course, my take profit is just you know, maybe somewhere around here, depending on the time. Okay, somewhere around here or here, you know, somewhere around here before the end of that swing, and then how many pip profits is that? My stop loss is there. How many pip profit is that? And that's about 423 pips. And that's what that's today now. That's today. I just used today to give you an example, a perfect example. Is it doji is formed, okay, at my area of interest, then I wait because it may go down, it may go up. So I rather wait. There are two things you can do. I told you, I've taught you. There are two things you can do. You either wait for another confirmation candle. For example, if this candle has closed bearish now, like a red candlestick, I will wait again. I'll wait again. Then if it closes and break this trend line, then that may be telling me trend line bounce now. This is trend line bounce. It bounce and I'll be looking towards doing something different again. Okay, so you watch it like this, and then you can also see that my trend line breakout. This is my opposing trend line breakout. This trend line also breakout here. Normally, I could have entered somewhere around here again, or somewhere at the close of this candle, and I'll still be in profit also. Whether I trade it like this, enter, but this one will just give me early entry, rather than this other one that breaks. So it's very important that you your area of interest, very, very important. Area of interest is very important. Don't play with it. And that is what that was the emphasis on the second day. It was the emphasis on the second day that makes it different from the assignment I gave you on the first day. Okay. So you are looking at the area of interest every single time. Look at this now. There's a support here that literally become a resistance in the future. This is the area of interest. Your support, this is resistance. Now I told you your support and resistance, your demand and supply, your trend line candles, your trend line. This one is trend line. This one is support and resistance. This one is resistance. Because something, this place here now, everywhere the price turns is a potential support or resistance. If everywhere the price turns to the upside has become a support, is a future potential support or resistance. Future potential support or resistance. Because what has happened here now, in the future now, I'm seeing another candle now. This candle is a shooting star. But then it's almost looking like a gravestone doji that tells you to sell. Because it's actually a shooting star. Okay? It's an inverted pin bar. When you see that a resistance, so this is a resistance now, and then it's selling. And then if you had entered here now, as a conservative trader, then price goes down. price goes down, and then you'll have made your profit at the first. And I told you your tick P will be your previous. That's what that's the next thing I want to just pay attention to. Just pay attention to it. Okay, just pay attention to it. This is 4-hour candlesticks. This is 4-hour charts. You can see something like this. See something like this here now. This is my point 1. I'm seeing my point 2. And the third touch, I'm seeing a rejection candle here. And then if I turn to, so what somebody was not asking yesterday is, okay, I want to turn to a lower time frame, a lower, just like I showed you now. The trend line was drawn on 4 hours, but I was entering trades on 1 hour time frame. That's what they call top-down analysis. Top-down analysis. So somewhere this one is not really touched very, very well. So it might not really necessarily be a perfect example. I like it when it touch very or very, very close. I like it when it's very, very close. Okay. I like when it close. I remember the other day we were using GBP USD, to look at the markets together. So let me come to GBP USD. Okay. Okay, so you see something like this. This is when we use the horizontal line to draw a zone. Look at this now. Price got to this place and then it was rejected. It has formed the market. In the future, look at it in the future. I'm seeing a gravestone doji on 4-hour time frame. I'm seeing a gravestone doji on 4-hour time frame. When I see a gravestone on 4-hour time frame, it is a lot. And I told you the higher the time frame, the more reliable the reversal candlesticks are. Now you can see that a gravestone doji has been formed on 4-hour time frame. That is a powerful indication. That tells you, guys, it's time to buy Ferrari. It's time to buy Ferrari. And so I turn to my lower time frame, which is my 1-hour time frame. So and I come to the same place. Okay, I want to see if there will be a reversal candlesticks. For example, like here now, this is where it happens on 4-hour time frame. And so I'll be looking for the price pullback at the close of this candle now, like this. I'm going to be taking a sell. So my sell will be if this pullback to the upside is broken, definitely my sell will be on this candle. As a conservative trader, as soon as the candle was formed on 4 hours, then look at it. The news came in. How many hours later? News came in 1, 2, 3, 4. The news came in like 4 hours later, and then they pushed the price to the downside. And what happened? You'll have chopped a lot of pips. How many pips will that be? That is 186 pips. 186 pips. And so that's what I've been trying to tell you. Now, the first thing I told you, just identify the doji candlesticks. And then the second day, I say, okay, all right, we're not going to be just looking at doji candlesticks. We're going to be focusing on the area where they are formed, And that is what we look at the second day, but you did not get in the assignment. You were just giving me responses. You're just showing me doji formation anywhere. No, not just anywhere. Not just anywhere. Support and resistance. See, I'll actually devote support and resistance, but for the purpose of explaining candlesticks or explaining the reversal candlesticks, I'm just trying to like draw it. There's a special kind of knowledge that you need to know when you're drawing your support and resistance. So now here, it was support. The price got to this very reject here. In the future, it became support. Then it became support. Then it broke to the upside. Then the future became support. Now it's becoming resistant again in the future. I'm seeing a rejection. I'm seeing Angeman. This candle is called Angeman because it is formed when a pin bar forms on resistance. It is called Angeman. When it is formed on support, it becomes an hammer or a pin bar. This is called hanging man. It's one of the most powerful candles you can see on resistance that tells you to sell. It's called hanging man. Okay, and so I'm seeing hanging man here is an indication that look, price is about to sell. I'm telling you, hanging man. I'm going to share. We'll be sharing all of them, all those candlestick, reversal candlestick that you need to memorize. Not just memorize, you meditate on them. You until they sink in, until you can literally, until you know their names. You need to spend weeks upon weeks to memorize. So meet up, boy. I spent 10 minutes extra in this class. Be able to identify them and be able to know. You just pick it. This is about to happen now. This is about to happen now. This is about to happen now. You know. So as I see time frame, lower time frame, okay, lower time frame. You can see those candles anywhere. I'm saying lower time frame. Now this is where it's formed now. So what I do is okay. There's the price pullback. There's another strategy I used to use, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you here. Okay. So I'll be waiting for. I'm seeing that candle here now, but then this candle has broken this. This is how to trade sometimes. This is how to trade to be sure that look, what you are seeing is not a fake out. Okay, even if you let's look at it now. There's even a doji on the 1 hour time frame. There's a doji on the 1 hour time frame. And when doji formed, you will have entered a sell here, and probably, of course, you put your back, you put your stop loss. You might miss the stop loss actually, but usually if you put it some pips above this thing, it's possible you miss this trade. But then let's look at what actually plays out after you have seen this your doji formation. There are two ways to trade doji. Number one is allow another candle to form for of doji. Normally, if I'm not ready to wait for this 1 hour, I want to stay away from my computer. What I do is sell stop to sell here. I put my stop loss, above the pips, above that swing, and then look at what happened. Look at how it plays out. How many pips was that? That's over 78 pips. If you take TP on that last swing, but let me see what happened on. You can use this bullish engulfing. You can use this bearish engulfing rather. This is okay. This enter here. This is not. This is where the hanging. This is where the candlestick forms. So I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this spinning top. It's not a dojo, it's called a spinning top. This candle is called spinning top. Then I'll wait for another candle to give me a confirmation. Look at where I'll be entering. I'll be entering my sell here. I'll be entering my sell here. When I enter my sell here, then I put my stop loss above that swing. Then I take it down. That's 102 pips. 102 pips. So that's what I'm trying to show you. Pay attention to those areas. Pay attention to those areas are what you are looking at. You're not just looking at anywhere on the chart. You're not just looking at any of those reversal candlesticks. You're looking at the zone first. Then it is the reversal candle that now give you signal either to sell or to buy. The zone first. The zone first. Okay, the trend line first. The demand and supply first. The Fibonacci retracement first, and then if that is what happens, I'll now be looking for the reversal candles at those spots. Don't just look for reversal candles. Look for reversal candles at the areas of interest. That's what I'm trying to communicate to you. It's important. That's the reason why many people lose money in the market. They lose money in the market. Okay? They lose money in the market. Okay? So price got to this place. By the time I'm looking at this candle, it's already getting tired. So my eyes are already saying, this guy's about to sell here. And then I'm going to take it down. And then you see another zone here now. When price got to this place, will history repeat itself here? Will history repeat itself? So my eye is always on support and resistance. My eye is always on the trend line. My eye is always on, is always on the demand and supply zone. My eye is always on Fibonacci retracement levels. My eye is always there. So that I want to know if there'll be reactions, if price will react when it gets to those areas. Will price react when it gets to those areas? Did you see now? Did you see now? This is what is happening here. This is my point one. Okay. This is my point one. I have my point two. Then on the third touch of the point, I'm looking for a rejection. I'm looking for the reaction of the market at that spot. At that spot, look at this candle. There's a rejection here. What name should we call this candle now? What name should we call this candle now? No, not doji. Maybe look like you can say it's a pin bar, an hammer. So at the close of this, like here now, by the time this is rejecting now, I'll be switching to a lower time frame, which is like 1 hour, a lower time frame, and watch for what is happening there. Beautiful. It shows better now. This is a very long pin bar. This is a pin bar. And so at the close of this pin bar now, if you enter at the top of it or you wait for another confirmation, I don't even wait for so much confirmation on the pin bar. You now see this green candle. This green candle tell you, guy, increase your risk. This because there's certain thing you will see on the market. You know that is surer than see setups are surer than one another. This kind of setup now, I'm seeing another bullish again. I'm going to be entering trading. If I want to reach 1% of my account before, I'll be risking at 1.5%. Okay. After this bullish candle is formed, because my third point, I'm seeing a very strong. See, the longer the tail of a pin bar, the stronger it is. The longer the tail of a pin bar, the stronger it is. And so I'll be entering a trade here, a buy here, then look at it. My stop loss will be here below that swing. And guess what? My TP probably somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Because I'll be using this to put my TP somewhere around here. And guess what that will mean? That will give me 60 pips. And of course, the price is still going higher and higher. So that's just what I want to put your attention to tonight. I don't know if you now got it better now. Did you get it better now? Did you get it better now? 3 classes on how to draw support and resistance well. We'll devote 2 or 3 classes to resistance very, very well. Okay. Does anybody have any other question? Because I need to end this class now. I have another meeting online and I need to join quickly. Okay. Does anybody have question? If you have question, please quickly type it. So now you will do the assignment again. All the doji variations. You will show me 10 example of 10 example of common doji, 10 example of long-legged doji, 10 example of gravestone doji, 10 example of dragonfly doji. I don't know if you're going to see 10 example of FOREX. I don't know. If you see 10, 5, just show me a few examples of FOREX. And then in relative to the AOI, in relative to the down zones, make sure you do the assignment before tomorrow. If my other classes are getting, we start another class very, very soon before December class in a particular state. So before we start that class, wherever we can, wherever we get to, then we'll just be doing it gradually. Online class takes a long time to teach. If it's physical class now, I will have completed all these things in 4-5 days. 4-5 days. Okay, online class, somebody is not having data. Online class, somebody is not watching. So network is not networking, and the like. So does anybody have question to ask before I end this class? Any question? If you understood what we shared tonight, I'd like you to type 2 in the comment section. If you understood what we shared tonight, just type 2 in the comment section. Type 2 in the comment section. If you understood what we shared tonight, if you understood how to relate reversal candlesticks, with the area of interest, and trend line, support and resistance, demand and supply zones. If you understood what we shared tonight, I'd like to just type 2 in the comment section. Okay, if you didn't get the support and resistance part, don't worry, we'll do it. We'll spend time on that in the subsequent classes. We'll spend time on support and resistance. Support and resistance is not something that it's something that we need to devote like 2 or 3 classes to, how to draw it perfectly well. I'm just trying to show you how it works here. It's just about drawing, okay. Don't worry, we'll share it in class. And I have seen people who have, okay, I've seen a lot of twos here. So let's end this class now. We'll continue again possibly tomorrow. Thank you. God bless.